Hey YouTube, I'm back. This wasn't too much of a break though, because I should be posting the vlog I made the other day today. So Monday, January 11th. That should be posted today on YouTube. And now I'm going to be starting to record my bullet journal flip through. So basically how I did my bullet journal this year, it's very different from how I used to do a bullet journal. It used to be very separate from my actual journal that I write in, and I talk about my feelings and what's going on, etc., etc. But as an adult out of undergrad, I realized that separating it just doesn't work for me. I get distracted and things don't actually happen or get finished. So it's a lot easier for me to have them consolidated into one space. So that's what we've got. I also didn't start with a brand new one for 2021. I finished my last journal I think in November, but I didn't want to wait until 2021 to journal again. I journal a few times a week usually, more than that on a bad week. It's got a little bit of 2020 that I'll show you, nothing too fancy, and then we'll get into 2021. I'm excited. All right, so first things first, I have this nifty cover that I use for all of my journals. It's from, let's see here, Quinn Bolin, the at Mindful Hookup. I love this stuff. This was customized to this color, so I got to pick out this color, and then I picked out which kind of screen-on thing I wanted, and I really like this one the most, so that's what I got. It has 2 extra of these little thingies, bookmarks, so that's nice, onto the 2 that the Leuchtturm comes with. And then it has a little pen thing, and if we go inside, you see that it's got a few different flaps, including the one that the cover actually goes into. This is like a red wine berry color for my Leuchtturm, and I keep some of my stickers in here, some more in here. I have some stamps that are from when I was doing my holiday letters. So let's get into it. First, and this is really why I like the Leuchtturm so much, it has the automatic content, which I don't use religiously, but I do like it to put in miscellaneous spreads other than my journaling and stuff, or to say when I started a month of journaling. So like 2021 journal start, and then and yeah, so that's when I started actually journaling for 2021. I was maybe going to do a cover page here, but then I didn't, and now it's just kind of a blank check test page. This is this first spread in November. So we see I started the 3rd week of November here. It was pretty basic spread. I want to just try out the circles. And these are just to-do lists in accordance with this week. More to-do lists, a recipe because I wanted to make meatballs for my girlfriend, as well as another recipe. This was a spread I tried out for YouTube ideas. Haven't done all of those, that's okay. To do YouTube, and this was me trying to figure out how to rearrange my room. This page, obviously, it was just kind of a wish list page and whatever. I didn't do much with it. This was a weekend to do what I wanted to accomplish for that weekend in particular. This is the last full week of November. I like, as well as more vlog and video ideas and a to-do list. For a while, I really did like this kind of layout where I had just the basics and then I had a to-do list that was more in-depth. It is pretty nice, but now, of course, I have my Hobonichi. That's my actual like to-do list planner. Then we have, this is YouTube planning. Didn't get very far with this. That's okay. More to-do lists. And that was a journal entry. This was a Target list because my girlfriend and I were going to Target. This was an anime watch list we came up with because I'm getting more into anime. This was just something random. Again, this was a chore schedule. This was me kind of planning out how I might do my Hobonichi spreads, my daily spreads. This is not actually how I'm doing it right now, but that's okay. I was just playing around. Blank page I never did anything with. This was my first attempt at a new semester, like daily kind of spread schedule. This was also an attempt at that. Anyway, as I was saying, this was my second attempt at a kind of semester schedule. This is kind of what I ended up doing. I haven't finished it yet, but you'll see it soon. Then we turn, oh, is that too far? Yes, we have another journal spread, another blank page, because I was maybe going to do more journaling and I didn't. Here we have my finals to do, and this is my final schedule for like how I wanted to work on my papers. This is more journaling and some testing out of pens. This is a December spread. This actually ended up being irrelevant except for like day 1 and 2 because then I had to quarantine for COVID. So all of this was irrelevant. And this was the new version. So I just did a calendar, a daily kind of, or a weekly kind of overview for like when I was going to work on my paper, to-do list, and then daily kind of stuff as well as a looking forward thing. Here we have some budget planning as well as a small monthly bills calendar for January, so I could kind of look and see where my money was going and where I needed to be thinking about it. One of my goals for this year in general is just to be better at planning and budgeting with my money and being aware of where my money is going. And then we have 2 journaling pages. I always use my Muji 0.38 pen to journal. I like the way it looks and the way it writes in cursive. More journaling. And here we start 2021. So for 2021, I tried to do a grid spacing spread. It's interesting and it has been a little helpful. I haven't had to use it a ton, but I do like the idea. And this is of course the title page, better an oops than a what if. I found this quote on Pinterest and I just kind of liked that it wasn't too over the top, but it was kind of the vibe I wanted to take into 2021 where it's okay to mess up. It's okay to screw up. It's not okay to not take a chance and to try something new. And so we're really going to try new things this year. This is my January cover page as well as the monthly overview. And the quote is, "Yesterday is heavy, put it down." Again, moving away from 2020 and trying to be a little bit more mindful in the way I'm thinking and the way I'm treating everything. I got just some snowflakes, and was the color scheme I decided on for these 2 pages. Month at a glance, we have the actual month, and these dates just correspond to important things over here. And I just have a number of different things written out on these dates as well as my goals. So, and I already discussed those in a different vlog. Here we have my budget and my savings tracker. So these are 3 specific savings accounts I have. One for travel, one for Danu, and one for school. And this is it's a very loose tracker. It's definitely not 100% accurate. That's okay. I just kind of wanted to get an overall idea. And this was the account totals at the start of the month. These were my expected expenses, and this is just kind of what's been happening. Now we have my January bills calendar. And again, this is just kind of sticking with the colors from January, and I have all of the bills, not with the numbers because I have them on that other page, but all the bills listed out as well as my payday. Shark Week, I haven't gotten my period yet, so it's not relevant yet, but this is for tracking my period. I'm trying to be a little bit more conscious of when that happens too. And I drew these little sharks, and I was really proud of that. It's the first time I've ever drawn a little shark like that. Well, we come to my reading log. One of my goals this year, this month was just to read 3 extra books, but total, I really want to get through my to-be-read shelf. I don't want to buy new books until I've gotten through a chunk of these. So I've already finished 1. Yay. And of course the bookshelf corresponds to that. I was going to do some little doodles in between here, but we'll see. And then so I have the date, I have the author and title. These are all my to be read books, so we're hoping to get through these first. I have the date start, date ended, so when I finish reading it, and the number out of 10 that I give it. And that doesn't correspond to my Goodreads review, of course, but it is a review just as I like that there's a little bit more flexibility in something out of 10 versus something out of 5. It feels like I have to make really big decisions rather than being like, oh, well, I really, really liked it, but there were like 2 things wrong, 2 things I didn't love, so it's an 8 out of 10 or whatever. Now we have my PW tracking, which is where I track my role-playing posts on the website I use, and things to check out. So this is in music, books, anime, and TV, and movies, or music. No, it is movies, because that's music, duh. So this is, I don't have much here, but I think it will be more helpful as the year goes on, because I tend to get recommended a lot of things from my friends or from other stuff I'm watching, and then I just forget. So this is where all of that lives. Now we come to the start of my semester, or like weekly schedule. Obviously this is really going to be a basic outline, just the kind of standard, without the extra bits and bobs. So we have what time I wake up, when I work, when I eat my lunch at work, when I have class. I'll probably fill in like about when I will eat dinner. This is representative when I have D&D. That's only every other Saturday, but it still counts, and stuff like that. So I haven't totally finished filling it out because I want to be home where I have more colors, like pastel colors, to fill in for these days. But I just put little markers for now.